I started making cranes probably 3 years ago. A friend taught me, and then I just kept on enjoying doing it. Just standard sized cranes. I made a few, probably made like a few hundred. I do it while watching the Jays game or something, you know? Yeah, I don't know, I like a challenge, and I guess small things I think are pretty cool, so yeah, tried to see how small I could make it just the other day, and it seemed to be small enough to make the internet go crazy, I don't know. Yeah, like I want to clarify, I'm not like an origami expert or anything. I'm not like obsessed with making the smallest crane. I try to choose which one looks more square, usually of this, and I guess that's maybe that one, I don't know. I'm actually very surprised how impressed people were on the internet about this. Not to take away from it, I think it's pretty cool and I really enjoyed it, but this like whole Twitter buzz is totally unexpected. Not the flawless start I wanted, but hopefully it'll even out. You gotta be pretty pinpoint accurate, otherwise like just even half a millimeter can really throw off the result of your crane at that size, I found. Okay, now I gotta do 2 folds on each corner. The hardest part, maybe there's a few, like, you know, making sure that all your folds are precise from the very beginning. That'll make your result better and your job a lot easier going through it. And by precise, I mean like, you know, 1/4 of a millimeter, maybe even more. In the process, you have to fold paper and then you have to fold it over. That becomes really the most challenging part, and the part that you have to make sure you have right before you move on to the next step, so don't get frustrated. The last thing is you can't handle the paper too much unless maybe you have like bone dry skin and whatever. My fingers kind of sweat when I'm working with it, and so yeah, you probably don't want to use like too much moisturizer or handle the paper so much that the creases of the paper don't react to the movements, because then you'll find that the paper just crushes into like a mess. Everything's looking good. I feel like this will turn into a crane, so good for us. We don't have to do it again. First time I did this step, it took me like probably 20 minutes. Yesterday my wife tried, she got a piece of paper, she's like, okay, I'm doing this, and she sat down and she did like, tried to do the first fold, and like after about 10 seconds she's like, I'm not doing this. And I guess that's pretty much like why maybe a lot of people don't do it. It just illustrates how frustrating it can be if you want to be that precise, and then you start to question the meaning of why you're doing this, and yeah, I can totally see why it might be a rare talent, but I don't consider myself that special. Does it look like a crane yet?